This is outrageous. You can't.
Ma'am, please, let's calm down and discuss this rational due identification, ma'am.
This is outrageous. You can't do this.
Ma'am, it's policy. The sign is clear.
Policy? We're just enforcing the rules.
Let's all calm down here.
This is outrageous. You can't.
Ma'am, please, let's calm down and discuss this rational due identification, ma'am.
Dream car, something I'd saved for over 2 years to afford, and I was still in that honeymoon phase where I looked for any excuse to admire it. The garage door rumbled upward, revealing the Tesla sitting pristine and perfect in the dim interior. I smiled, grabbing my bucket and car wash supplies on the shelf. This was going to be a good morning. That's when I heard the scream. Thief! Car thief! Someone called the police. I spun around to see Carol Brennan sprinting across her perfectly manicured lawn, her bathrobe flying behind her like a cape. Carol was a self-appointed neighborhood watchdog and HOA busybody, a woman in her early 60s who spent more time monitoring everyone else's business than attending to her own. Her gray hair was still in curlers, and her face was flushed red with exertion and rage. "That's my CR," she shrieked, pointing a trembling finger at my garage. "You stole my car." I stood frozen, my bucket dangling from one hand, trying to process what was happening. "Carol, what are you talking about? Don't play dumb with me." She was at the edge of my driveway now, her phone pressed her ear. "Yes, 911? I need police immediately. My neighbor has stolen my brand new car. It's in his garage right now. I'm looking at it." "Carol, that's my car," I said, keeping my voice calm despite my heart hammering in my chest. "I bought it on Wednesday. I have all the paperwork inside." "Liar." Her voice cracked with hysteria. "I ordered that exact car 3 weeks ago. Midnight blue Tesla Model Y with the upgraded wheels. That's mine. You somehow intercepted my delivery." Other neighbors were emerging from their houses now, drawn by the commotion. Tom and Linda Chan from next door stood on their porch, coffee mug in hand, watching with wide eyes. Across the street, old Mr. Patterson had come out with his newspaper, not even pretending to do anything other than openly stare. "Ma'am, please stay on the line," Carol was saying into her phone, her eyes never leaving me. "The thief is right here. He's pretending like nothing's wrong." "Yes, I'll stay on the line." "Carol, this is insane," I said, setting down my bucket. "There are thousands of blue Teslas. This one is registered to me. I have the title, the purchase agreement, everything." "Convenient that you'd have fake paperwork ready," she spat. "You probably planned this whole thing. I bet you've been watching the neighborhood, waiting to see who ordered expensive cars, and then you..." She gestured wildly. "You hijacked the delivery." I rubbed my temples, feeling a headache forming. That's not how car purchases work. You don't just intercept them like Amazon packages. Don't patronize me. I know what I ordered, and that is my exact CAR. Tom Chin walked over cautiously, still in his pajamas. "Hey, Carol. Maybe there's just a misunderstanding here. Did you check your driveway? Maybe your car already arrived." Carol whirled on him. "Of course I checked my driveway. Do you think I'm an idiot? My car was supposed to arrive yesterday, and it never showed up. And now I know why. Because he stole it. The police are on their way," she said, turning back to me with a triumphant glare. "You're going to jail. I'm going to make sure you're prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Car theft is a felony." I pulled out my own phone. "You know what, Carol? I'm going to save everyone some time." I opened my photos and scrolled to Wednesday. "Here, these are pictures of me at the Tesla dealership, signing the paperwork. Here's one of me with the sales rep. Here's the temporary registration with my name on it." I held the phone out to her, but she slapped it away. "Photoshopped. All of it. You can fake anything these days." More neighbors had gathered now. The Johnsons, the Patels, even Mrs. Kowalski from the end of the street had shuffled over with her walker. We were creating quite a scene, and I could see several people recording on their phones. A police cruiser rounded the corner, lights flashing but no siren. Officer Davis stepped out. I recognized him from a neighborhood watch meetings Carol was always organizing. He was a young guy, maybe late 20s, with a patient expression that suggested he dealt with his share of false alarms. "Ms. Brennan," he said, approaching with his hand resting casually on his belt. "You called about a stolen vehicle?" Yes. Carol rushed toward him, nearly tripping over her own bathrobe. "Officer Davis, thank goodness. This man has stolen my car. It's right there in his garage. I can see it." Officer Davis looked at me, then at the Tesla visible in my garage, then back at Carol. "Ma'am, can you describe your vehicle?" "Midnight blue Tesla Model Y. Upgraded wheels, premium interior package. I ordered it 3 weeks ago. It was supposed to be delivered yesterday." The officer pulled out a notepad. "And you have documentation of this purchase? Order confirmation, VIN number?" Carol's face flushed deeper. "Well, I have emails from the dealership. They're inside, but I don't need them. I can see my car right there." "Sir," Officer Davis turned to me. "Is that your vehicle?" "Yes, officer. I purchased it on Wednesday from Tesla Fremont. I have the title, registration, purchase agreement, and insurance documents inside. Would you like to see them?" "Please." I went into my house, acutely aware of Carol's eyes boring into my back, probably hoping I'd make a run for it or something equally dramatic. I returned with a folder containing all my paperwork and handed it to Officer Davis. He examined each document carefully, taking his time. The street was silent except for the rustle of paper and Carol's agitated breathing. Finally, he looked up. "This all appears to be in order. The vehicle is registered to you as of Wednesday, December 13th. The VIN matches the car in your garage." "That's impossible." Carol shrieked. "Let me see that." She snatched at the papers, but Officer Davis held them out of reach. "Ma'am, I need you to calm down." "Calm down? Calm down? He stole my car, and you're just going to let him keep it?" "Ms. Brennan, this vehicle belongs to this gentleman. He has all the proper documentation. Now, about your car. Did you receive any notification from the dealership about a delay in delivery?" Carol's mouth opened and closed like a fish. I've been busy. I haven't checked my email today." Officer Davis's expression showed remarkable patience. "I suggest you contact your dealership and inquire about your delivery status. But this is not your vehicle. But it's the exact same color, the exact same model. Tesla sold over 1 million vehicles last year, ma'am. Blue is one of their most popular colors. It's not uncommon for neighbors to have similar cars. This is ridiculous." Carol's voice was reaching a frequency that could probably shatter glass. "This is incompetence. I want to speak to your supervisor. Ms. Brennan." Officer Davis's tone hardened slightly. "You've made a false police report. Now, I understand that you're frustrated about your car delivery, but you've accused this man of a serious crime without any evidence whatsoever. I could cite you for misuse of 911, but I'm going to give you a warning instead. Go home, check your email, and call your dealership." Carol stood there, trembling with rage and humiliation. The gathered neighbors were whispering now, and I could see several of them shaking their heads. Mrs. Kowalski actually looked angry on my behalf. "This isn't over," Carol hissed at me. "I'm the HOA president. I'll make your life miserable. There are rules about parking commercial vehicles overnight, about lawn maintenance, about—" "Ma'am," Officer Davis interrupted. "That sounds an awful lot like harassment. I'd advise against making threats, especially in front of witnesses." Carol's face went from red to purple. She opened her mouth, closed it, then spun on her heel and stormed back toward her house, her curlers bobbing with each angry step. Officer Davis turned to me with an apologetic smile. "Sorry about that. You'd be surprised how often we get calls like this. New car envy is real. Should I be worried about her?" I asked. She'd had just threatened to make my life difficult through the HOA. "Document everything. If she harasses you, call us." And he glanced at my folder. "You might want to keep those documents handy for a while. Something tells me she's not going to let this go easily." After he left, the neighbors slowly dispersed, though several stopped to apologize or express their disbelief at Carol's behavior. Tom Chun clapped me on the shoulder. "That was wild, man. I've got the whole thing on video, if you need it." "Thanks, Tom. I might take you up on that." As the crowd cleared, I finally turned back to my beautiful blue Tesla. My relaxing Saturday morning car wash had turned into a full-blown neighborhood incident, and I had a feeling Carol Brennan was going to be a problem going forward. I was right. Over the next week, I received 3 HOA violation notices. The first claimed my garbage cans were visible from the street for longer than the permitted 2 hours after pickup. Completely false, as I brought them immediately. The second stated that my lawn was patchy and unkempt, despite the fact that I'd had it professionally maintained just days before. The third was for excessive noise during quiet hours at a time when I wasn't even home. Each violation came with a $50 fine and a smug little note at the bottom. "Compliance is mandatory. Carol Brennan, HOA President." But I'd taken Officer Davis's advice. I documented everything. I had timestamps, photos, videos, and witness statements from sympathetic neighbors. I even invested in a doorbell camera and a dash cam for the Tesla. When I attended the next HOA meeting, I came prepared. Carol tried to push through all 3 violations, but I presented my evidence methodically, the lawn photos with timestamps, the security footage showing my garbage cans, my phone's location data proving I wasn't home during the alleged noise violation. The other board members, who'd apparently been growing tired of Carol's increasingly erratic behavior, voted to dismiss all 3 violations. Then they voted to review her position as president. Carol tried to argue, tried to deflect, but the damage was done. Her credibility was shot. As I left the meeting, she glared at me from across the parking lot. I simply smiled, beat my Tesla unlocked, and drove away. 2 weeks later, I received an email from the HOA. Carol had resigned as president. There was also a note that my dues would be reduced to the next quarter as compensation for the unfortunate misunderstanding. The next Saturday, I was finally able to wash my car in peace. As I worked, Tom Chung came over with a beer. "Heard Carol's car finally arrived," he said, grinning. "Guess what color it is?" "Don't tell me." "White. Bright white. She ordered white." We both burst out laughing. My midnight blue Tesla gleamed in the sun, properly mine, properly documented, and absolutely worth every penny the drama it had caused. Carol never spoke to me again, and honestly, that was the best outcome I could have asked for.